at CSUN here in this department, we've made a decision that world geography really means the geography of the developing world, and human geography, a different class, is where we study the United States. So in my world geography, we study Latin America, Sub-Saharan Africa, the Middle East, and East Asia. Although some of those countries are obviously pretty developed, like Japan, but some aren't. So that's it. It's only a few regions because it's only 15 weeks. Everybody assumes from the scant bit of geography they might have had in 3rd grade that geography means looking things up in maps and memorizing maps. And unfortunately, that probably is just because we haven't been teaching geography much in this country. At the kindergarten through 12th grade level, most people never take geography or just have a very little bit. So they come away with a very superficial idea of what it's about. And what it's really about, though, is very hard to describe because it's an incredibly diverse subject matter. Maybe it's one of the most. It has a physical branch and a human branch and 1,000 sub-branches. So there really is no one central essence to geography. Maybe that's a problem. It's kind of chaotic and anything goes. But the beautiful thing is whatever you're interested in, you can kind of find a way to do it within geography, as long as it relates to planet Earth. My way to condense all of that and give a definition to geography is to borrow one that my mentor, Yifu Tuan, wrote about. He called geography is the study of how people make the earth into a home. It's a very simple definition, but a very good one, because in fact, that is what most geographers do at some level. We're looking at how people transform the earth in an effort to make it a more habitable, convenient, livable place, oftentimes though creating disastrous side effects. You build a city and suddenly you have pollution and ecological problems which have to be studied. I saw myself as a kind of literary person who was going to be an English major and then go back to graduate school and study literature somehow or other. But I'd always had geography classes and in fact double majored, including a geography major, just because I enjoyed it. But I still didn't identify myself as a geographer. Then after graduating, I went to Prague, which was still in Czechoslovakia back then. Now it's the Czech Republic. And I was teaching English and just kind of hanging out and didn't care about tomorrow whatsoever. But I found myself in such a really unique and wonderful, strange world over there. I was living in a Soviet-built Panelok building, the giant apartment complex, on an upper floor with a big window on a pivot that you could open up and stare out at this completely unkempt landscaping at the other completely identical, monstrously huge Paneloks all around me. And in the center of the city was a medieval, beautiful old city, medieval Baroque, everything else was there. And somehow just the incredible awesomeness of being in Prague caused me to suddenly realize I wanted to be a geographer.